or just have to go live. Mega, please start the meeting.
Welcome to meeting number 390 of Turning Point Toastmasters. I am Megha Bansal, Surgeon at Arms for today. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. You are now inside the code of conduct of a Toastmasters meeting. Please be advised that this meeting is being recorded and that it may not be possible to pause the recording. The following are the meeting rules. For the audience, please be advised that any behavior that disturbs the flow of the meeting will result in removal from the meeting room without any warning. Please ensure that your noise making devices are either switched off or on silent mode. Please speak responsibly on religion, sex, and politics in your speeches. As far as possible, please keep your videos on, audio off, and applause flowing throughout. Be the kind of audience you would like to have for yourself. Now, certain rules for the role players. For TMOD, TTM, and GE, please ensure a smart audio and video check before handing over to respective role players. And role players, please rename yourself as role player underscore your name and your club name if you are from a different club. Please acquaint yourself with the role of the timer. The timer will use screen sharing to indicate time using one of three cards. Green means that you have reached the minimum qualifying time. Yellow indicates that it is a good time to start concluding. And red specifies that you have 30 seconds more or you will be disqualified. Individual session timings will be explained in due course. Now, certain rules for everyone present. We encourage you to use the Zoom emoticons generously to encourage role players. We sincerely request you not to send chat messages to everyone or the speaker on stage. In fact, refrain from chatting altogether and focus on the speaker. Reiterating, please stay on mute until specifically requested to unmute. Polls will be launched after each section and they will be closed after 30 seconds. Now, it's time to introduce the presiding officer for today, who is none other than Priyanka Mishra. Now, introducing her, she has been the part of Toastmasters for 6 years now. She's working as an earthquake model developer with Aeon. She likes playing violin, reveling, and public speaking. Now, if you all know her, she is so creative in everything that she does. Now, with a big, huge round of applause, let's welcome Priyanka Mishra on stage.
Hi everyone, and thank you very much, Megha, for the sweet introduction. I try to be creative because I don't like boring life, but yeah, as much I could, I really try, and I really request everyone to try different things as much they can in their life. Coming to welcome everyone, most welcome the guest in the room. We have a lot of guests today with us. So many old faces and so many new faces today also. Let me start with the guest, Rajendra. Could you please introduce yourself and let us know how did you know about Turning Point Toastmaster? You are on mute. Yeah, please.
I'm audible now?
Yes, you are audible.
Actually, I joined this meeting last week also. And as this meeting time suits me, and I'm already a Toastmaster in GTMC, Gurgaon Toastmasters Club. So I request this team that I will be keep on coming, maybe. Okay. And maybe I will be taking some roles if required. So I'm going to be maybe a regular person of your club.
Thank you. Good to know. Welcome, Rajendra. And we want to see you. And please participate in table topics.
Sure.
Okay. Coming to our next guest, we have Ritam Ghosh. Ritam, could you please introduce yourself? Yes.
Okay.
Is it possible for you to switch on your video?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, can you see me? Am I busy?
Yes. Great. Yes, please.
Yeah, my name is Ritam Ghosh, and yeah, I've been in this Toastmaster before also, but it's been a few times that I did not participate in this. So I'm back again here. And it's been great again because as I am transitioning my career into business analytics and hoping to join a big MNC later on. So I do need to improve on my speaking skills. So here I am back again. Thank you.
Thank you, Ritam, for joining. I totally understand that if we lose, I mean, since past few weeks I wasn't joining the meetings, and we didn't, in public speaking really need consistency, and I'm back like the way you are today, and I hope to see you again in upcoming meetings. Now I'd like to move to our next guest, to Dinesh Kataria. Dinesh, could you please introduce yourself? Dinesh, are you with us? Meanwhile, Dinesh is switching on his video. Let's move to Nazib. Nazib Abdullah. Hello, Nazib.
Thank you, Priyanka. I'm sorry I'm not able to switch on my video, but my audio will be on. My name is Najib, and I'm from Malaysia, and we are 2.5 hours ahead of your time, you see. So it's almost sleeping time. So please excuse me, and thank you, Priyanka. I just want to say, in fact, this is 2 or 3 times already I've entered the Turning Point Toastmasters Club, and I just want to listen to you all, and you all conduct very engaging and meetings. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nazib, for taking our time so late in the evening. I could see we have guests from extreme time zones. We have Nazib with us. We have Rupinder with us. So thank you very much for joining the meeting. Now I'd like to request Toastmaster Ganesh for giving a small intro about himself, because I've heard about Ganesh before. And please give a little tiny intro about yourself so that we all will know more about you. Yes, Ganesh.
Yes. So I will be playing the timer role today.
Thank you.
So I'm outside right now, and I'm just sitting home. So I hope I'm not that late today. Thank you.
Thank you. No problem, Ganesh. Thank you for taking on the timer role. And meanwhile, please let me know if you have the screen share access. I'll check that in the meanwhile. Please.
Yeah.
Okay. Ganesh, I'll check that. But technically, technically in the backend. Yeah, don't worry. And now I'd like to acknowledge Toastmaster Jaspreet signing on to our sister club. Toastmaster Diana, she's a regular guest and almost like she's part of our family. Toastmaster Rupinder, he's a family, and you know to acknowledge separately. And did I leave somebody else? I think I left Trilokesh, who has taken an evaluator role. He's from Town. So Trilokesh, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hello, people. I'm a first year CA student in Christ University, Bangalore. I'm a passionate public speaker, manner debater, and I'm a Wattpad poet writer. I'm an All India rank holder in CA Foundation and Vice President Education of our club, Towering Speakers. That is it for me, and back to you.
Thank you, Trilokesh. Welcome to the meeting. I'm looking forward to your evaluation. Now, I thank you for everyone for joining the meeting. We have a new guest joined us now, Amrullah. We'll listen more about Amrullah and Nazruddin. Please participate in the table topics. I have a few announcements with you today. On 28th of November, we have our contest on table topics. There, the guest could not participate. However, you can actually attend the meeting. How this contest has been conducted will be so kind of demo. You'll see that in our second session today in a table topic session, which is taken by Aina. So please join the meeting on 28th of November. Along with that, I have a special announcement. Those who are really interested in becoming the club officer, they can approach to the existing club EC members. There are 7 EC. There are 7 members. We have a group of 7 members in the executive committee of Toastmasters. We'll tell you in detail how you can check in the website, or you can also reach us out about each and every member. Even like for me, like I am also the sergeant at arms of this club. So if anybody was interested, please reach out to us, because the election is going to happen in December. So you have time to prepare, learn about the role, and just take a part of leadership as much. I mean, whenever you can. With apart from that, I have one more small announcement. One of our member and a veteran district, Vinay Jain, he's a DTM. He's going to lead a contest management training this weekend for potential role players officials and the folks who are going to contest this year. So please, so I'll share the link in the chat window. So what if anybody is interested, please join this. This is like an education session. So since the contests are coming up, this will really help you to prepare for your contests. So with that, now I'd like to hand over this virtual stage to the Toastmaster Day, who is a debutant Toastmaster. One thing I'll tell you about this Toastmaster Day. He started his journey, public speaking journey in Turning Point Toastmaster. And the day he had joined it, and today is the day. I'm seeing a wave of improvement in his skills. You'll see more of it in Toastmaster Day Ashok's host session. So please stay tuned. I'll welcome now Toastmaster Ashok to host the whole meeting. Over to you, Ashok.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyanka, for giving me opportunity to become. Thank you, Priyanka, for giving me the virtual stage. And today I'm anchor Toastmaster of the evening. And today's meeting theme is Children's Day. As we all know, the Children's Day and its importance in our life, and how our nation depends on the growth of children. So we will talk later on about the theme. So first of all, we will talk more about this theme. First of all, I would like to tell that the benefits of the members and guests, how Toastmaster works. Every Toastmaster meeting is divided into 3 segments. The first one is prepared speeches, in which members are speaking according to their path and projects they have chosen. And today we have 2 fantastic speakers, Iti Mehrotra and second Srishti Mehrotra. Now the second round is table topic session, in which members and guests can participate and practice their thinking and speaking on the spot. This session is also called as impromptu session. Last third session is general evaluation, in which all the prepared speeches as well as some other aspect of the session will be evaluated. And by the evaluation, we can get benefited and we can improve our speaking skills and leadership quality. And today we have general evaluator, Toastmaster Animesh Das. So with this, I would like to invite general evaluator of the day today, Animesh Das. And if you know about the Animesh Das, he is currently a data engineering intern with Altimetric on his way to becoming a full-time employee with Black Hawk Network in Bangalore and a dual degree graduate from Triple IT Hyderabad. And he loves playing the piano in spare time. So I would like to invite General Evaluator Toastmaster Animes. So please, with a big round of applause, please help me welcome to Toastmaster Animes Das. Stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashok, for the lovely introduction. Folks, I am your general evaluator for the meeting, which means as the name says, general, I'll be evaluating the meeting from A to Z, from the start to the end. Yes. And you see, evaluating the meeting from the start to the end is a Herculean task. Yes, it's a Herculean task. It's something I can't do alone, which is why I have a team behind me. I have a team with me working around the clock on this entire meeting. Starting with our timer for the day. Our timer for the day is a very recent joinee of Turning Point Toastmasters, and probably much more experienced than me in the professional world. With a huge round of applause, please welcome with a huge round of applause and a lot of smiles to our timer for the evening, Toastmaster Praneeth Kumar Mishra. Can we have him in the room, please? Or did I call him again wrong? Wait.
Animesh, timer is Ganesh.
Ganesh
Not
Rawat.
Praneeth.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. My bad. Timer Toastmaster Ganesh Rawat. Over to you.
Thank you so much. I thought you gave me a new name today. I want to change my name actually. So people say when they call my name Ganesh, they say, you know, they don't want to take a God name, but they have to take it. They have. So I'm thinking of change. Let's see if I can have this name. So I will be a timer today, and as a good speaker, as a public speaker, we need to be able to deliver our message within a given time frame. So for prepared speeches, timing will be 5 to 7 minutes. 5 minutes, I will be doing the green card, and minute yellow card, and 7 minute red card. And for table topics, timing will be 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute, I will be showing green. 1 minute 30 second yellow, and 2 minutes red card. And for evaluation.
Ganesh, sorry to interrupt. Could you please try sharing a screen and show the cards as well?
Let me do that. I'm just reaching, so I'm just opening my laptop. I'll be able to do it well through my laptop. Okay, let me do it then. I will be changing my background. So how I'll be doing it? Let me also do that. Give me a second, please.
Animesh, you can go ahead with the next round. While when
Toastmaster Ganesh, please keep the sharing ready. Please keep the screen share ready. Meanwhile, we'll now bring in the R counter for the meeting. Toastmaster Priyesh, all the way from Duke University. Toastmaster Priyesh, over to you.
Thanks a lot for Animesh. Thanks a lot for this opportunity. So I'm the accountant for the day, and my responsibility is mostly to look at the use of words like and I'll also look at the repeat phrases that people use, and I'll present my report at the end of the meeting. So that's my role today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priyesh. We'll now hand it over to the grammarian for the meeting, Toastmaster Tamanna, all the way from Germany. Over to you, Toastmaster Tamanna.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any improper language as well as an outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day is inveterate. I repeat, the word of the day is inveterate. It is an adjective. It means having a particular habit, activity, or interest that is long established and unlikely to change. Someone who does something very often and cannot stop doing it. Its synonyms are chronic, ingrained, deep rooted, habitual. Example of using the word is I never trust anything he says. The man is an inveterate liar. So, I will give my report in the evaluation session, and I also request everyone to please use the word of the day. Thank you so much. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tamanna, and request you to add the word of the day to the chat as well. Toastmaster Ganesh,
Sure.
are we ready with the chair?
Yes, yes. So my
All
background
right.
will be like this. Initially, it will be like this, white, and then I will be changing it to green.
Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
hope it is visible now.
yes, it's visible now.
When you see my background, it is green. Then,
Yes.
uh, yes. So for table topic, at 1 minute, I will be showing this green. 1 minute 30 second, I will be changing my background as yellow, and at 2 minute, I will be changing my background as red. And for evaluation, I will be timing will be 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minute, my background will be green. 2 minute 30 second, my background will be
Yellow.
yellow. And
And at 3 minutes, right?
at 3 minutes, my background will be red. I hope you will keep looking towards my background whenever you are speaking. So with this, I will submit my report during session to the general evaluator. Over to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ganesh. Timer. And with that, we'll now hand it to the table topics evaluator to give a brief on her role as well. Toastmaster Pooja, over to you.
Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is doing great. So, today my role is evaluating the table topic speakers. So, I'm gonna evaluate the speeches on the basis of the content, delivery, and the impact of the speeches and the non-verbal cues as well. So, all the best, everybody. Thank you so much. Over to you, Animesh.
Thank you so much, folks. That is my team. We will be back at the we will be back when the Toastmaster of the day calls for the evaluation segment to start. With that, we'll hand it over to the Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Ashok. Stage is all yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Animesh, for handing over the stage once again. So now it's time to start the prepared speeches. And everyone, I would remind all of you that 1 minute of silence will be observed for the evaluators to mark all the observed points. So with that, we today the first speaker of the meeting prepared speeches is Iti Malhotra, and Iti Malhotra's speeches evaluator is Trilokesh. So before that, if you would be very happy to know about Iti Malhotra, and she is a CA by profession. She loves reading novels, both fiction and non-fiction. She believes with a positive approach, one can achieve any milestone in life. She is quick learner. She has joined Toastmaster to fulfill her dream of becoming a TED speaker. So before that, I would like to invite the evaluator of E.T. Malhotra's speeches. So please help me welcome to call on the stage Toastmaster Trilokesh to explain his role.
Evaluation and feedback, the heart and soul of Toastmasters, and the only thing that sets this platform apart from any other public speaking platform. And our speaker, Eti Marotra, is giving her speech from the project Evaluation and Feedback from the Pathways Presentation Mastery. How the project goes is that she will give a speech and get some opinions on her speech and implement those in the next speech. And the purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. With that, Godspeed Toastmaster Eti, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Trilokesh, for such a uh, wonderful explanation for your role. And one thing I have made a mistake. I forgot. I did not note down the title of the speech. So could you help me the title of this speech? Yes.
Point of order, Toastmaster Ashok. Her speech
Yeah.
title is Overcoming Procrastination. Please note that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Over. So, Iti Malhotra, overcoming procrastination. Overcoming procrastination. Iti Malhotra.
Sorry,
Stage
sorry.
is yours.
Ashok, sorry to interrupt again. Sorry. Priti, I really request you to pin to a timer Ganesh because he'll be changing his background, not sharing the screen. Could you please pin Ganesh in your laptop? Pin
I
him.
would request timer Ganesh to raise his hand. That way he's in the top left-hand corner of the screen always.
Okay. Acha.
Okay, let me do.
Timer Ganesh, raise your virtual hand. That way. Yeah.
You can click the react button. You'll see the, yeah.
Do I need to pin him or not?
Pin him so that you won't exceed the timing. Yeah, great. Are you able to see him in the spotlight also? Okay.
Pardon?
Are you able to, so when did you pin him?
Yes.
Yeah, can you see his, okay, he'll be changing his back.
I can see his comment.
Okay. Fine, great. So, Toastmaster Day, could you please announce the speech title again for Iti? Sorry for interruption, sorry for inconvenience. Thank you very much. Ashok, could you please announce the title again? Yes.
Yeah, it is overcoming procrastination. Iti Malhotra, overcoming procrastination.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashok. Take long time to complete certain things that require little. Postponing things you don't want to do because of boredom, frustration, struggling to get the thing started, even if you yourself hate for it. Waiting until the last minute before deadlines to get started. Do you all have an idea what I'm talking about? Yes. The word is procrastination. Let us first understand the real meaning of procrastination. Procrastination means a habit of delaying a task or activity until a later date. Nobody knows when that time will come. Who all are struggling with procrastination? Thank you so much for raising hands. And those who are not raising hands, I can assume that you are procrastinating in raising hands. Just I mentioned before, procrastination is an habit, means it can be changed. It can be worked on upon by taking appropriate measures. Right? Big difference. As Benjamin Franklin also said, you may delay, time will not, and the lost time will never be found again. Now, let us throw some light on reduce that, what can I say? Wait for a second. Let us throw some light on root causes of procrastination. Procrastination often stems from fear. Fear can be any. It can be any fear of failure, fear of success, or it can also be the fear of taking wrong decisions. It can also be seen in a response to feeling overwhelmed by a sheer volume of tasks at hand. Recognizing the underlying reason for our procrastination is the first step to overcome it. Now, let us also throw some lights on overcoming procrastination strategies. First one is worst first approach. Be harder or unpleasant the task seem to be, it's better to complete it quickly. Just get it out of the way. Second, manage time. Third, 2-minute rule. 2-minute rule signifies that if an action can be completed in 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes, we should go for it immediately. As this rule helps to shift the bias of the brain towards taking action. For example, there is no need to read the whole assignment. We can read one paragraph. Next is break the cumbersome task into small tasks. For example, you have to complete one research project. It contains 20 pages. So just break it down. First, create a outline that will take hardly 30 minutes. Then research and gather sources. That will take another 1 hour of yours. Write the introduction, take 1 hour. Write the first section, take 2 hours hardly. Write the second section, take 2 hours. Write the conclusion, take another 1 hour. Revisit and edit it. It will take another 1.5 hours, you can say. So as you can see, if you break down the whole task into small tasks, you will be able to focus one task at a time. And there is no feeling of overwhelm that you have to complete 20 pages all at once. To conclude, overcoming procrastination is a journey that requires self-awareness, dedication, and right strategies. Always remember, this thing can't be achieved overnight. It requires time and patience. Remember that every small steps you take towards overcoming procrastination is an additional step towards your achieving goals and unlocking your true potential. As Shakespeare rightly said, defer no time, as delays have dangerous ends. Thank you all for your time, and I wish you all the best on your journey to greater productivity. Thank you.
Amazing speech delivered by Yati Sharma, Yati Malhotra, sorry, I mispronounced your name. And totally result oriented. I'm also a great procrastinator, and I will definitely try your method to remove my this procrastination. And for this, 1 minute of silence, 1 minute silence observe for the evaluator to make notes of observation, and all the members and guests are also requested to give her her speeches feedback in private chat box. And timer, you are requested to let me know when 1 minute is over. Thank you.
Ashok, he has already shared the screen.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh, for giving me a helping hand. Now, with that, we have reached on the second speaker, and the second speaker is Srishti Mehrotra. About Srishti Mehrotra, she is someone who enjoys many things. By day, she is a design researcher, and in her free time, she is exploring what it means to live a creative life, whether it be through writing, poetry, public speaking, or art and illustration. She lives in Noida with her ex Toastmaster husband and clingy old dog. So before that, I would like to invite Toastmaster Rupinder to read out her speech objectives. So please help me welcome Toastmaster. Welcome Toastmaster Rupinder. Come on the stage and read out the objective of the speeches.
Audible and visible?
Yes, audible and visible.
Toastmaster Srishti is attempting the project leading in difficult situations from the path persuasive influence. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice strategies for adjusting to unexpected changes to a finalized plan. For this particular project, Toastmaster Srishti will be delivering a 5 to 7 minutes prepared speech. Members of the audience are requested to listen carefully to her speech and write down their critique. When I say critique, I want you to find faults in her plan. Once she has delivered her speech, there will be a 5 to 10 minutes question and answer session in which members will throw their objections to the plan, and Srishti will be expected to respond to those objections in an impromptu manner. Timer, please note the timing for this project is a little bit intricate. Srishti will get 5 to 7 minutes to deliver her speech. So normal 5, 6, 7 for green, yellow, and red. When her question and answer starts, it will be 5 to 10 minutes. So I would recommend that you show the green card at 5, yellow card at 7.5, and the red card at 10. There's a grace period of 30 seconds on both the sides in case of the prepared speech as well as the question and answer session. In effect, Srishti can speak for a total of 12 minutes and 30 seconds and a maximum of 17 minutes and 30 seconds. Timer, if anything is not clear, you can unmute yourself, ask me the question, and I'll be happy to answer.
No, it's clear. Yeah.
Good. So I wish all the best to Srishti Mehrotra. This is a project that I had great deal of difficulty in preparing for. I'm pretty sure she'll make it look like a cakewalk. I give the control back to our Toastmaster of the evening, Ashok Chaudhary.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Rupinder, for explaining your role, and thank you. Now, can we have check audio video check for Srishti Malhotra? Can we have in spotlight, please?
Just want to check, am I audible and visible? Are you able to see me?
Yeah, you are audible and visible.
Ashok, could you please also check with the speaker whether she can see the timer?
Yes, the timer is pinned to the left, so that is great. I do have I might have some interaction. So I would just request people not to raise their hand digitally. If you are raising your hand, please raise it physically so that the timer doesn't get displaced.
Okay.
If you want me to share the screen, I can do that also. I'm changing the background currently.
Oh, if you can share the screen, that would be better because that way I can see everybody on gallery view.
Just have a look if you can see my screen.
Yes, I see your screen. I see all the cards together right now, but
okay.
Srishti, could you pin the timer, please? Because I think timer is not ready with the sharing screen. Is it possible for you to pin the timer so that you'll see him all the time?
So also, Srishti, even if the timer has raised his hand and somebody raises a virtual hand, the timer will still be visible
because
because
he'll
they
be
raised
number
their hand
one, I
first.
guess.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so requesting timer not to lower your hand at any point of time. Thank you so much.
I won't be lowering it.
Okay. So, Srishti, leading in difficult situation, Srishti Mehrotra. Stage is yours.
Anyone updated their technology products recently? So maybe upgraded a phone or maybe bought a new device. By recently, I mean the last couple of years is also going to do for the purposes of this conversation. No, nobody? Okay, that we do have a few people. All right, okay. Anyone bought a really good device or a really good piece of technology in the last few years within memory? Okay, all right. So I actually want you all to take a moment, maybe close your eyes and remember that moment when you bought that piece of technology. What did you feel? You know, how did it feel when you moved from your phone that was hanging and you could barely, register touch to a device that worked perfectly, smoothly, so fast? The camera was better than what your eyes could see. Everything, this enhanced power that you got just by acquiring that device. And now I want you to tell me the name for what this feeling is. That feeling that you have extended yourself, that your capabilities have increased simply because you came in possession of something. Does anyone know this word? Okay, Toastmaster Rajender, do you want to take a dig at it? You've raised your hand.
Wow, what a great device.
There is thank you for that, but there's actually a word for this feeling that you have inside of you. And that word is expansiveness. The feeling of or the feeling that you can now do more, that your abilities have expanded, that your reach is further than it previously was. Mine is practically out of the screen right now. Expanded. From that comes expansiveness. And expansiveness, that you will be interested to know, is actually one of our core inherent drivers of the human condition. I'm sure you've heard of the first three, which I'm going to talk about, which is survival, growth, and propagation. But the fourth primal driver that all humans have is expansiveness. And a lot of brands are built on it, right? Like Apple. Apple plays entirely on expansiveness. But expansiveness doesn't just come from purchasing technology, like I said, it also comes from feeling like you know something better now, that you can do more. So when you go to a higher education institution, you get that same feeling like I'm smarter now, I can solve more problems, I can do more, I can achieve more in a smaller period of time. That feeling is expansiveness. And you know what? There is another primal driver, which I'm also just very briefly going to mention, which you've all responded to it at some point of time. Some may still be responding to it, and they might be the happier people in the room. And that driver is play. All children do it, all animals do it. And the people who stop doing it are the sadder people in the room. So now, when you combine expansiveness and play together, you get a very inherent activity, which is of course displayed in other species, but it's specifically displayed in humans, and that is creativity. That is the process that intrigues me most. I have spent my entire adulthood trying to chase that feeling of expansiveness that you get when you combine play with something that you're also good at doing or learning. And that moment of creativity is a feeling to just well and wallow in. And that's a feeling that I have decided myself that I want to spread to everyone. Everybody, I believe, should know the joy of creativity because it makes you feel expansive. When you become a creative person, you start looking at problems differently. Instead of thinking, oh, this problem equals this solution, you actually start looking at it from around the problem and start thinking, hey, but what if we attempt it this way? Or, what if this is not a problem at all? Or what if we had to solve this without using the same methods? And for that, I want to definitely use something which is a medium that I want to explore, which is a podcast. And I want to be the conduit which takes this practice of creativity from people who have perfected it, people who do it in their daily lives, day in and day out, take their beautiful pearls of wisdom, their inspiration, their ideas, their routines, and their tips and tricks for incorporating creativity into their life, consolidate it, and share it with all the people that I know. And for that, I want to build a podcast. Now, that podcast is something that I've never done before. But because I'm creative and because I have felt expansive through my education, I believe that I can conquer this. And for this, I also have a plan. So, my plan is that I am going to create this podcast. I'll be supported by three people. I will have Vijay, who is my husband, also known as odd jobs person, who will be doing many of the odd jobs. And I also have my best friend, who is a believer in the process, whose major job would be to just encourage me to do it. And every time I cry, she should just tell me, okay, stop crying, get back to work. So these are their major jobs, but I've also divided them into some important tasks that they're going to accomplish. So, me as the main person who will be the host, I will be in charge of conceptualizing, monitoring the collaboration, and adhering to the schedule. I will identify the guests, I'll edit, and I will post produce. For this, I will have given myself 3 deadlines. Vijay will be in charge of administrative work and logistics, ensuring that all the guests are invited, their schedules are aligned, and all of the logistics for them, like transport, refreshments, and any special requests they have, is taken care of. And since I will be the host, I will need someone to physically be there and manage the camera. So he will be doing the camera handling, video recording, and any technical issues that might arise, he will need to take care of them. And Pramiti will, as she is officially a public relations person and she is, very great at writing. So she will be writing engaging content, researching the guests, designing the questionnaires. And towards the end, when everything is done, she will be creating a marketing plan for sharing this podcast out, as well as proofreading and screening the videos. So these are the things that I have ready. And at the end of it, that I have planned, and at the end of this exercise, I'm going to have 2 pilot episodes with 2 guests of at least 10 minutes each, which will be put on YouTube. And the other deliverables will be having few marketing collaterals or few teaser videos that I can share on social media. So this is the plan of the podcast that I intend to do in order to spread this feeling of expansiveness and this feeling of creativity to all of the people who view this podcast. So, thank you so much for your time here. I'm open to questions, and I would like to give the stage back to Toastmaster Rupinder and anyone else who might have more questions or who might believe that this plan is not going to work out, and see if I can solve those issues.
Okay, before we begin, Toastmaster Ganesh, how much time has she taken until now for the speech?
Eight minutes 56 seconds.
Okay, we're going to use the rest of the time. So from, let's say from 8 minutes to 17 minutes, that's 9 minutes for questions and answers. So I request you to allocate the time as, you know, 7, 8, and 9 for green, yellow, and red. Does it make sense?
Okay, 7 minutes green, 8 yellow, and 9 red. Okay.
I leave the stage. The audience is welcome to question Srishti and grill her.
What I'm also trying to do is share the plan that I have created on the chat, but for some reason, I am not allowed to transfer PDF files due to restriction by account admin. So I will just upload it to Google Drive and share that link.
could share a screen as well,
Yes.
if you want to.
Okay, but it's a 3-page PDF. So I just wanted to share the.
All right, I have a question, Srishti.
Yeah.
Okay, so how would you plan for the marketing of your podcast? Why would
So
people listen?
marketing is not, yes, thank you. Thanks for your question, Priyanka. Marketing, like I mentioned, is not one of my strongest suites. So what I've decided to do is bring in an expert. My friend Pramiti, she is a PR professional, public relations, and her job is to do marketing and ensuring that the right kind of people have the right impression about your product or service. So she will be the right person to do it, and I trust in her ability. So I have onboarded her, and she will be creating the plan that might include, creating snippets of the larger podcast to post on social media, or relevant pages, or even creating a set of interactions that I will be doing with relevant creators or relevant pages or relevant organizations, so that their viewers or their customers can also have a look at my page. So this will primarily be a YouTube channel. So that's why the focus is on social media.
What is your target audience?
So my target audience is people who are inclined towards creativity. And I'm so
That
sorry.
is
Yeah.
this is Bala here. That is some kind of anything under the world that you are not able to hear me.
I'm able to hear you, but I'm not able to actually see the.
Video.
Yeah.
I believe. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So I am saying that anyone who wants, this thing is a very broad statement. Can you make it very concise? What is your target audience? For example, if I am selling this pen, I will look at, say, students in school, students in college, or maybe any person who is interested in writing. It has to be a precise way of telling what is your target audience. Because in sales, we say, right, there are 4 P's: price, promotion, product. I think price, let's leave it for the time being. Promotion and product you already covered, but place that we say. So place means what is your target audience?
Right. So I have identified a target audience. So considering that I am working focus, like I'm focused on creativity, and I'm also looking at creatives who are doing creative work in their day-to-day work. So for example, I am not interested in a doctor who paints in their free time, right? That is not the kind of person I am interviewing, and that's not the kind of that person might be on the periphery of someone who might be interested in this. But considering people who are pursuing professional careers full time, so creative careers professionally full time are going to be my audience. Since these would be people that are experienced, the target audience would also be people who are earlier in their careers, so younger in the age group of maybe 16, when people start getting interested in identifying a line for them, and moving on to age maybe 24, 25, which is when they have a age group where they might have up to 2 to 3 years of experience. So it'll be a younger cohort of customers who are targeting creative professions. So that is my audience at that I have in mind.
Creative audience, if I can help you, why don't you look at an audience saying advertising, those who are into advertising profession, and the age group which you mentioned, 24 to maybe 26, 28. Advertising is a creative industry, right?
Right.
That can be your target audience.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks for sharing that,
thanks.
Bala. I will keep that in mind.
Srishti, I have a question.
Master Srishti, I have a question. And I just did a quick search on the internet. As of now, there are between 3.2 to 4.3 million podcasts on the internet. Apparently, Apple Podcasts is home to about 2.7 million of those. That's not. Let's just go with 3 million. What makes your 3 millionth and the first podcast stand out?
That's a great question, Rupinder. I haven't thought of that yet in so much clarity. I understand that there is a USP that will develop within within this podcast, but I'm also I come from a design background, and one of the things that I have learned is that it is not always it's not always important to have everything pinned down to the second decimal point before you can actually consider it a successful answer or a close enough answer. Most startups, if you look at them, they do some number of pivots, and as they go along, they actually respond to the kind of response that they get by putting out certain products or services, and that is also going to be my approach, and which is why I'm actually looking at a 2 episode pilot and not committing all of my resources into creating something that may or may not work. So my idea of also creating pilot episodes is to understand whether there is a certain maybe format or uh, ideology or maybe certain kind of creative that works better for the audience, and seeing if I can achieve that fit and maybe go towards certain directions. And of course it'll be very iterative in that sense that I would not.
Follow-up question.
Yes.
Follow-up question. What will be the definition of success according to you?
So, as a first-time creator and someone who may not have so much idea about what is going to be the most, say maybe the most unique voice, or finding that very narrow niche that the 3 million and first podcast should occupy. But success is also the connection that I would have with the audience. So if there are certain, so when I'll just take a moment and I'll step back and think of myself as a 16-year-old creative person trying to build a career in the creative fields. I made a mistake. I did not know there was something known as user experience design, and I thought all design and all art, everything was one. And I made the decision to go into fashion design for lack of knowledge of other fields. So when I think of another person who is at 16 to maybe 24 years of age, the kind of questions that they might have, or at least getting the kind of awareness that from the content that I will be putting out, or information or insights that I'll be putting out. So if there are people who actually find that valuable, who actually have follow-up questions, so engagement of any sort of from the comments of any start of conversations, people who might find it relatable and they might share it, so that's another kind of engagement, and these are things that are measurable, so I'm saying that. And yeah, and if I have, say, suppose follow-up questions, that will also provide a direction to, okay, what is the next conversation that I should be having. I
Thank you.
hope
Time
that
for one last
satisfies.
question.
Yeah.
Hi, Srishti. Thank you for sharing your initiatives on the podcast. I have 2 questions. One, from a business angle, what would be the operational or OPEX and CAPEX that you might have considered in your business plan? What is your expected ROI? That's from a business angle. And secondly is how can one measure the impact of creativity in your business success?
Okay, thank you so much. That is about 4 questions, so I'll try to take them one at a time. So we're looking at the OPEX and the CAPEX. For starters, because this is an MVP, this is a pilot of something that I feel might have some sort of an impact on my intended audience. I'm actually trying to do a lowest possible cost MVP. So in terms of the CapEx, I won't actually be investing in any new products or new tools. So there would be no, so the capital would all come from things that already exist. So in terms of, say, the shooting setup. It will require, so I have actually cordoned off an area of my house which has nice bookshelves and nice areas, nice seating. So that will look beautiful in a photograph, in a video setup. I'll be using an iPhone to film, not to use any, hi-fi models of anything. And I do have, from my design days and from other pursuits, I do have a DSLR, I do have a recorder, like mics for callers. So these are things that are already available. I will only upgrade them if I find that there is a certain amount of ROI that I am achieving. So in this first pilot, it would be to understand, it would not be to get an ROI right away, because I think this is a time and money that I will invest, and money also I'll talk about where I'm planning to spend it. And mostly it would be about validation. So validating the problem statement that whether this this need even exists to have this particular kind of content, where I'm talking to creators, creative people, and I trying to identify their inspirations, their routines and things like that. So that, and the operational expense would be whenever we're actually inviting someone into the studio for recording, we can't just not be thankful, or so we would have a certain kind of expense for each person. So that would be, say, conveyance, for either we pay for their cabs or we go and personally pick them or get someone to do that. And while they're here, they would need some refreshments or any other special needs that they might have or requests that they might have. So those are the things where I have kept a total budget of 5,000 rupees for 2 guests at home. So we also have a fully functioning kitchen. And like I said, my multi-talented partner also has done a barista certification. So that will be, a cost-effective way of even managing things like refreshments and all for the short term. Okay, Diana had to say something, I think. Diana, do you want to
think we
type
should
your
close.
question? Thank you so
Diana, could you type your question?
Diana, we're not able to understand what you're saying. Can you just type your question? I will answer it. Thank you.
I think we can move ahead, Srishti. We are already exceeded time, and hand over to the TMO.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. And I would hand over the stage back to Toastmaster Ashok.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Srishti Mehrotra. And really, this session you have made very interesting, insightful, and inspiring as well. And those who want to start their own business in the field of podcast, they can take help from you, and we all hope you will help them. Now let's talk to the theme. And today's theme, as we know, that it is Children's Day. So I would like to first ask you some questions about the, not only about the Children's Day, but about the child as well. So how many of you know that that what is the golden time of everyone's life?
I would like to say one thing. The golden period in anyone's life is the time when he is born, and the another time is when he knows by Jesus Prarthana.
Anyone?
I'd like to go ahead.
Anyone?
There is a popular
Yeah.
saying that your college life is your best parts of your entire life. And I'm going through that. And I wish every one of you think about your college life and think how good it was. Back to you.
Okay. Anyone?
Hi,
I feel the best
I would
part of
like
life
to
is
contribute.
now.
Anyone
Yeah.
wants to contribute?
Yeah, I would like to contribute. This is Prarthana.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay,
Yeah, I
Pratna.
think the best. Yeah, I think the best time of our life is when we are born, and the another time is when we know why are we born.
Why? Sorry, I could not hear you. The second.
I'm saying, uh, I'm saying the second best time of your life is when you know why are you born, why are you here on this earth.
That means purpose of your life. If you know the purpose of your life.
Yes,
Uh,
exactly.
okay. Anyone else?
I
Anyone
think
want to
it's
Hello,
the
contribute?
Ashok.
school days.
Yeah.
Hello.
Uh,
I think it's the school days and the childhood days. That is a memorable uh, life or event of our life. I think it is so memorable. And we all enjoy and we all want to go back there. I think so.
Ashok, Toastmaster Manoj also wanted to share something with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Manoj, go
The
ahead.
best
Go ahead.
part of life is here and now.
Here and now.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And I want to hear from Rupinder Singh. Can you hear me?
Yes, I think we should move on. We should give time to the table topics master.
Okay. So the best part of everyone's life is, and we all have different opinion, and all are we. I'm agree with all of your responses, and I think that it is the best part and golden part of everyone's life is our childhood. But the sad part is that, and that time we can't realize what is life because we don't have better understanding about that life. And anyone can share what is a child?
Uh,
What the
so just to interrupt, so we are running out of time. Could you please move ahead to next session, please?
okay, next session.
Thank
Okay, we will talk later on about the Children's Day if we have time. Now we are moving to the next round of the session, and the next round, that is second round, it is table topic session. So table topic session, we have Toastmaster Aina Gupta, who is going to conduct this amazing session. And Aina Gupta, she is an assistant professor and researcher by profession, gold medalist, and a proud author. And she likes to travel, listen to old Hindi songs. She is fun-loving and easygoing person who loves to write. She started Toastmaster journey to challenge herself. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Aina Gupta to conduct the table topic session. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Aina Gupta on the stage. Now stage is
Am I
yours, Aina
audible?
Gupta.
Am I audible?
Am I
Yes,
visible?
audible. Audible.
All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everybody, whichever part of the world you have joined us from. I am Ayla, your table topic masters of the day. Today, I will take you into the exciting journey of impromptu speaking, where I will be giving a topic to a speaker, and that person is supposed to speak on that topic for 1 to 2 minutes. Um, After 1 minute, you will see a red card by the time you will see a green card by the timer. After 1.5 minutes, you will see a yellow card by the timer, and after 2 minutes, you will see a red card by the timer. By the end of 2 minutes, you're supposed to wrap up. I encourage everybody to to use the word of the day, and now I would like to pick volunteers as we have time is as due to the shortage of time. I will be only taking up 4 to 5 topics. So please, everybody, those who would like to participate, please raise your hands. And I would like to request Priyanka here since I'm actually standing in a parking. So please help me pick the guest first because I cannot see everyone. Only a couple of people are visible in my screen. So please help me pick guests first.
We have
Volunteer.
Amrita. I know we have Amrita raising her hand, Pratna, Diana, even Bala and Manoj. Yeah, you can choose anybody.
Okay. I would like to go with Amrita first. Amrita, please,
Yes.
can you turn on your video and audio? I can.
I'm not able to switch on my camera, but am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Amrita, are you a Toastmaster?
Yes.
Okay. So, Amrita, the topic for you is Amrita, best childhood memory. Best childhood memory, Amrita.
Best childhood memory for me is vacation, summer vacation and Diwali vacation, because we went to my dadi's place every time, especially for a festive season, and that period was really, uh, refreshing because all the food, all the masti, and I have cousins there. So that period was really memorable for me. I miss those days very much, especially the school vacation as well. April, May, and June, those 2 months were full of fun. I'm having some classes, I'm having chit chat with my best friend during that, that 2 months. And I felt sometimes that we have that two vacations now as well, but it is not possible today because we have a very, rat race kind of situation, and we have to turn ourselves every day with work. But my best childhood memory was those two vacations. So back to Toastmaster Aina.
Very well said, Amrita. I completely relate with you. Those summer vacations used to be the best time. We would always look forward to go to a nani's place and eat all sorts of food and enjoy with the cousins. All right. Now I would like to pick Manoj. Let me give a topic to Manoj. Let me give a topic to Diana first.
Yeah.
Diana, Diana. Okay. Topic for Diana. Best teacher. Diana. Best teacher. Best teacher. Diana. Now I would like to pick Manoj. Manoj,
Yes.
or would you like to have your parents as your children? Would you like to have your parents as your children, Manoj?
I think the topic, after listening to that, the smile on my face, the glow says it all. Parents have brought me up, and they are like gods for me. I haven't seen the unseen power, but I've seen the presence of that divinity in my father and my mother. If I'm standing over here today and speaking to you all, whatever I've achieved so far, it's because of them. And if I can have my parents as my kids, I think that will be the best thing in the world, that I can give back something. Isn't it said, child is the father of man? Yeah. Child is the father of man. We can learn from the child. Whatever I've learned so far, what made me today, I can relearn it from my parents as my kids. My father was a strict disciplinarian. I used to flee from him, but he being my kid, I'll get a chance to discipline him. My goodness, I'll be afraid before doing that. My mother was down to earth, full of kindness and love, made all the choicest dishes for me. And also I became invertebrate, got habitual of tasting all that I demand from my wife nowadays. So they, as my kids, I ensure they get the best of opportunity that they had given me. And rather than imposing anything, I'll start learning things so that I can prove what Wordsworth say, child is the father of man. Thank you. Over to you.
Toastmaster Aina, do we have you in the room? Not. Seems like she has been disconnected, it seems.
Are we still up for table topics? Can you help me? Due to network issues. I got
Toastmaster Aina,
disconnected.
you had been disconnected for a little while, yes.
Yes, so are we still up for
There are folks who are waiting for table topics, yes.
yes.
Better if you close your
Right.
camera.
Manoj, if I could have a day where I should close my camera, right? Is it better? I hope it's better now.
Yes.
Yes, I know. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay, okay. All right. Next, Toastmaster Bala.
Yes, Toastmaster Anna.
Aina, is it possible for you to share
Pick
the
you.
speech title on this
Bala.
chat? We couldn't-
Priyanka, it will not be possible for me. It will.
Okay, we lost you again. Or you can ping me on WhatsApp. I can speak it out loud. I'm like, could you repeat this speech title otherwise?
If you want, I can
Not
give
be
some
possible
topics
for me,
otherwise.
but I am trying. Okay, fine. Can you hear me now? The title not given any topic yet.
Yes, Yana, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay. Toastmaster Bala. If you could be a child again, would you be obedient or mischievous? If you could be a child again, would you be obedient or mischievous? Toastmaster Bala.
Bala, wear this shirt. Bala, wear this pants. Bala, wear these shoes. This was what I used to get from my parents. I am the only son of my parents, and they used to be possessive about me. I was like, do I have any of my own opinion? I don't know. At that time, I was very obedient. I was very, very obedient. I would never say no to my parents. I would never say a word against my father or even my mother. But now, if I am given a chance to be a child again, why not go back and be the mischievous me that they will really have a problem with? I would kind of become the inveterate mischievous guy who can create problem for my parents. Well, if I'm given a chance, I would definitely want to just go and enjoy that childhood again. There was a time restriction for me, believe it or not, that I have to go to play only at 5 p.m. and return back home exactly at 6:30 p.m. Even if I'm 5 minutes late, I had it either from my mother or my father. That I wanted to just go out and play. Go out in that playground and enjoy till 8 p.m. Why not? Ladies and gentlemen, but definitely I will not go against my parents. I may want to become a little mischievous, but I respect them. I love them. And I know the hardship that they have faced to bring me up. I respect my parents. So still, I would be obedient. What about you? Back to your tabletop master.
Aina, I think Aina, we lost Aina somewhere. That's fine. So now I'd like to hand over the virtual stage to Toastmaster of the day, Ashok. Over to you.
Okay, thank you for Toastmaster Anna for such a wonderful session, table topic session, and it has been always both exciting and very terrible for me. So with that, let's talk to the theme, and we are running out of time, and we have very little time left. So we will talk a little about the today's theme. And today's theme, as we all know, that it's a Children's Day today, and it is universally, or you can say globally, it is celebrated every 20th November. But to give the honor to the first Prime Minister of India, are Jawaharlal Nehru. On his birthday, we celebrate Children's Day, and people used to call him fondly Chacha Nehru. So I why people celebrate this Children's Day? Can anyone contribute something? Anyone?
Yeah, hi, Ashok. So,
Okay.
Animesh here. So, so uh, Jawaharlal Nehru, he was So he advocated for education and welfare of children, and was instrumental in a lot of the education initiatives in the country. And biggest biggest thing among them also being the prime minister of the being the inaugural prime minister of independent India. So that is where we head. That is where the country headed. Yes, that is that along. That was why this day particularly was chosen to be Children's Day in India. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else want to contribute something?
So it's 8:30. We can, I think, move to G session now.
Okay, I will take only few minutes. That it is a reminder call to all the children and paying attention to the children, because as we know that children are the future of our nation, and it is the opportunity to remind us that they must be given some chance to grow, and thus they can they can bring our country on the top by giving them some some chances, like if you give them pen, that is not this pen that means right of education, right right to protective environment, and D for pen, and for nutrition, because these are by which a child can grow, and if he or she is healthy, only they can create and build the nation strong. And with that, I would like to invite our general evaluator, and he will be conducting the rest part of our session. So over to you, general evaluator, Toastmaster Animesh Das. It is now your stage. Stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashok, and thank you so much for this entire for this entire session. Before we move on, can we have everybody switch on their videos if you can? We are going to take we're going to take a meeting selfie. Yeah, let's switch on our videos, please, everybody. Let's go. All right. All right, bust out your emoticons, everyone. Bust out your emoticons. And
Who is taking the picture? Or everybody's smiling?
oh, I already took the picture. Yeah.
You are on mute.
Sorry, I already took the picture, everyone. Let's go.
Yeah. You can move ahead. Thank you, Animesh.
Okay, let's do this. Welcome to the evaluation segment. Now, before I move, so we'll start immediately with the evaluations. Our first the evaluator for our first speaker, Iti Mehrotra, will be is Toastmaster Trilokesh from Towering Speakers. Toastmaster Trilokesh. Before we start, a quick audio video check.
Testing
Repeat.
1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Let's go. Toastmaster Trilokesh, over to you.
Some speakers speak to us, but some speakers speak to our heart and soul. Toastmaster Eti spoke to all our hearts and souls. When she told us who are procrastinators here, it was a slap to my face. A person who has been sleeping this entire day until this meeting and having an exam tomorrow, it was sure a slap to the face. It was that much relatable to me. And you have achieved your primary objective as a speaker by doing that. You made us ponder on what you said. Your speech had a staggering effect on us. And you gave us call to actions. You not only told us that you're procrastinating, come out of that, but you also gave us call to actions to not procrastinate, like 2 minutes rules, etc. and you give value to us, and that is another important objective of any speaker. It is to give value to your audience, and when your audience goes out of the meeting with some takeaway from your speech, your goal as a speaker has been achieved. Kudos to you for that. And I love that you had interactions throughout your speech when you asked who here are procrastinators, and you also sprinkle some humor when you said that people who don't raise their hands are procrastinating to raise their hands. I love that subtle sense of humor, and your voice had clarity in it. It was crystal clear. If your voice had a physical form, it would be transparent. That is how clear it was. And your presence on stage was very calming, and I loved it. You felt really confident on the stage. Your presence was very patient, and your demeanor and posture was really calming. I love that. Now, coming to some hacks to make you an even better speaker. You asked a rhetorical question, and you gave us a pause when you said, "Who here knows what I am talking about?" Procrastinating, that is. But you gave us little extra pause. Cut on the pause to some 2 seconds or so that we might be able to ponder and think about what you said, and we could contemplate an answer on our minds itself. And I really missed a personal story in your speech. If you could have said how you procrastinated your work and your boss scolded you for that, and you had an entirely bad day by just procrastinating, that would have made the speech more interactive and engaging, because you shared your sad story with us, because it would have been like a friend spilling the tea to you, right? So that would give a personal touch to your speech. And one more hack is that exaggerate your body language, your hand gestures. By doing that, you not only tell your speech and what you're trying to tell by your body, but by doing these hand gestures, your voice modulation also get enhanced. Try that. It's two birds at one stone. Now, to put it all together, your speech had a staggering effect on us, very relatable. You gave us call to actions, and you gave, and I love the audience interactions on your speech. Your voice add clarity in it. Some hacks: cut down your pauses to 2 seconds, add personal story to your speech, and exaggerate your body languages to get better voice modulation and better hand gestures. With that, here's a toast to even more better speeches in the future. Back to you, G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Trilokesh. We'll now move on to evaluator number two for. We'll now move on to the second evaluator for Toastmaster Shrishti's entire 20-minute session. Toastmaster Rupinder, over to you. Before that, can we have a quick audio video check? Toastmaster Rupinder, please repeat after me. Today is a beautiful day. 1, 2, 3.
It's raining outside.
No.
5, 6, 7, 8. Am I
Well,
audible
that's
and
a.
visible?
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Let's go.
The first thing that I noticed about Toastmaster Srishti's speech was her confidence when she started speaking. Some of us take a time to get started, take our time to get started. I, for example, am called heavy artillery. It takes time for me to move, but once I move, I'm unstoppable. But Srishti was unstoppable right from the get-go. Her hand gestures were very explicit, and they were conveying, they were complementing her thoughts. It is said that 93% of what you are saying is not even coming out of your mouth, and her hands contributed a lot towards that. Some of the new terms that I learned: survival, growth, propagation, and then expansiveness. I kind of felt that I'm among the sadder people when she spoke about play, but then she related it to creativity in a beautiful way. And she explained creativity like I have not seen such a simple. definition of creativity. And I was wondering, where was this during the 52 or 53 years of my existence? She had humor. I'll come back to that. Before that, how can such a wonderful speech scale new heights? Well, I took out a few nitpicks, and if you'll give me the permission, Mr. General Evaluator. First, it's a little bit of play on words when you're saying expansiveness plus play. You want to achieve parallelism, so you either say expanse plus play, or you say expansiveness plus playfulness equal to creativity. Then I felt that you took too long to get to the core of your topic. The green card was up, and we still did not know what you were talking about. You took too long to explain creativity. Let's have a crisper definition. You said, you know, when you were answering difficult questions, for example, when I threw you a question, there was a noticeable change in your tone. Now, if you are sitting in front of a person who is out to grill you, and if they notice that change in tone, that they know that they've got you on the mat, and the next thing you know, you are fighting for your life. So take care of that. Last but not the least, when you are running out of time, you control the narrative. The last person asked you 4 questions according to you. You choose to answer whether you want to answer one, because it is on you to finish your speech on time. But that does not take away the fact that Srishti had humor in her speech. She has her husband to do odd jobs. I sympathize with him. And she has Pramati as her motivation partner. I love the way she handled objections, most of them, and she had a very clear plan. All in all, this is not an easy project to do. Srishti did it with elan, as is her inveterate nature. I wish Srishti all the best for the future. Thank you so much, Srishti, for sharing your thoughts with us. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so Thank you so much, Toastmaster uh, Rupinder, for that evaluation. Now, before we move on to the table topics evaluator, quickly let's just read out Deanna's speech as well. Thank Toastmasters, Madam, Lady, and Gentlemen adjective. I know best speaker adjective. The front people up there on stage adjective. With my best smile on the face, people will look me or best speech. I think that was the speech you wanted to give. Yes, thank you, Dia. Thank you so much, Diana, for the lovely words. And we'll now move on to the table topics evaluator, Toastmaster Pooja Kushwaha. The stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Animesh. So nice performance, everybody. So I'll start with Amrita. So Amrita, I can't see you because your camera was off. And so I had just heard your voice and the content was good and it led us, that down the memory lane, back to childhood days, as you're sharing that when we used to go the dadi's home and, we do a lot of things. So I went back to my memory lane and, visualizing those moments. So it was really good. I think most of us have visualized those moments. And just one recommendation, everything was good, story was good. We were able to visualize those moments. That's one thing which I would like to add is if the expression would have a little bit excitement in it, excitement and that happiness was little missing in that voice, what I can observe. So if it would have added, the impact of that story would have created the magic. And that's just small recommendation. Everything was good. Everything was really awesome. Then our next speaker is Manoj. So last week also I evaluated Manoj, and again the second time. So again the same thing. The energy, I really really loved it. The way you start your speech and your energy, your hand gestures, your expressions, and your delivery. I truly love it. And as you know, today what I observed, you have used the pauses, and it made the speech really, really impactful and given the stability in it. And you use the quote of child as father of man, and it also validated your point. So it was really amazing speech. Just one recommendation, that when you are on the camera, please see the camera so that we can understand that you are watching us. So just that one thing, and rest everything was good. And the third speaker was Bala. So, Bala, I love the way you have started your speech. It was really amazing, and I have observed the smile on your face throughout the speech, which was really approachable and engaging with the audience, and giving the approachability, and everybody was connecting with you because of that. And your delivery, the tone of voice, excitement in your voice, expressions, what you made, sharing your story, and I think it is very good. And at the last, you have ended with the questions, and I think it is a good way to end. So that's all about today's table topic session. So thank you, Animesh. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pooja, for before that, Toastmaster Pooja, will you be able to provide evaluation for Diana as well?
Diana, okay, one second.
Let's go.
Okay, so thank you for sharing your speech with us, Diana. And as I said last time also, your participation is really, really lovely. And I think everybody, we have to learn the way you show up every week. It is really amazing. And you have shared your speech, which is really nice and it is helping us. Thank you for sharing. So yeah, that's all about animation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pooja, for taking that up. We'll now move on to the tag team, which is the timer, our counter, and convenience, starting with the timer. Toastmaster Ganesh, do we have the timer's report ready?
Yes, it is ready. Can you go with grammarian and accountant first so that I time them also? Or
Okay, sure. Okay, sure. We'll start with the our counter then. Toastmaster Priyesh, are we ready with the report?
Sure, Animesh. Let me share screen.
Yeah, sure. Take it time.
Give me one sec. Where is it? Sorry, just give me one sec.
Oh, okay. And Toastmaster Tamanna, I hope you are also ready with the report.
Yes, Animesh.
Okay. Uh, we'll start with Priyesh. We'll go on with
Is
Priyesh
it
then.
on?
Yes, yes, it's ready.
Oh, awesome.
Toastmaster Priyesh, go ahead.
Okay, so starting with the prepared speeches, I observed a lot of for Iti, and mostly she used now for transition, so I'll hope improvement on that. For Shrishti, she used a lot of as well, since she gave a long speech, but as well she used a lot of you knows in the speech and for transitions. Moving on to the table topics, Amrita used a lot of for Diana, and she also like Amrita also used some Hindi usage, so I'll recommend against that in the speech. And for Diana and Manoj, for Diana, I observed repeat words. Manoj as well, a little of repeat words. Manoj and Bala were almost perfect, just a bit of fillers in between. Uh, for our evaluators, Trilokesh, he used and for transitions and a few repetitions of phrases. And Rupinder was almost perfect with a bit of and so. For our evaluation committee, Pooja used and for transitions and in the sentences. Sorry, I was not able to evaluate Sa and SSA and PO properly. But for Toastmaster of the day, Ashok, he used a lot of and and he also used a lot of and so. For Anna, it was almost good, and Animesh, you were uh, good as always. So that's my report. Back to you.
Thank you so much. We'll now move on to the grammarians report. Toastmaster Tamanna, are you ready? Let's have you
Yes,
on the stage
Anish.
now. Let's have you on stage now.
Okay, let me share my screen.
And Techmaster, please spotlight her. Thank you.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, go ahead.
So today Rupinder used the word of the day in inveterate, and few words I have noted down. Uh, Iti used the vocabulary words boredom, which means the state of feeling bored, overwhelmed, have a strong emotional effect on, underlined to give emphasis or indicate special type, potential, having or showing the capacity to develop into something in the future, productivity, the state or quality of being productive. I could note down one vocabulary word used by Rupinder, that is intricate, very, which means very complicated or detailed. And I really like the vocabulary words used by Shrishti. Uh, First is expansiveness, the quality of talking happily to people in a friendly way. Propagation, promoting an idea or theory, inherent, existing in something as a permanent or essential or characteristic attribute. Primal drive. A person's primal drive is to be the best person one can be. Inclined. Inclined means likely to do something, you are leaning towards doing it, or you do it habitually. Periphery, which means the outside boundary or surface of something. Conquer means overcome and take control of a place or people by military force. Consolidated, which means combine a number of things into one single, more effective. Adhering, which means believe in and follow the practices of. And Trilokesh use the word rhetorical, which means to make a statement rather than to elicit information. And staggering, which means very surprising. Iti used the quote, defer no time, delays have dangerous ends. Uh, Interpretation of which is one should not delay his or her work, otherwise, one has to suffer later. And I really like the quote used by Manoj, child is the father of man, by William Wordsworth. Interpretation is man is the product of habits and behavior developed in youth. Thank you very much. Over to Animesh.
Thank you so much, Madam Grammarian. We'll now move on to the timer for the even for this meeting. Toastmaster Ganesh Rawat, this is your time. This is your stage now. Please share the timer's report with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Animes. Time wait for none. We all heard this saying. Can't have it by time in the report. So let me share my screen. So here is my report. Hope it's visible.
Yeah, visible.
The
Yeah,
morning,
let's go.
Toastmaster Ashok took, as of now, total 11 minutes in his entire GMOD segment. Toastmaster 80 Mehrotra, the speaker, took 6 minutes 4 seconds. Toastmaster 60 Mehrotra took 8 minutes 56 seconds initial during her speech, and then 13.21 seconds during question answer round. Evaluator Lopez took 21 seconds in the objective, and then 3.45 during the evaluation. DTM
That's a
Rupinder took
lot.
2.9 during production of 3 as his speech evaluator. Those for the Puja as table topic evaluator took 2.46 seconds. Table topic segment by Toastmaster Aina Gupta. Toastmaster Amruta as speaker took 15 seconds. Toastmaster Manoj 12 seconds. Toastmaster Bala 2 minutes 17 seconds. Central evaluation. Toastmaster Ramesh Das 3 plus 2 5 minutes. I'm still counting. And as our counter, Toastmaster Prayesh took 23 seconds during the role introduction and 1.34 seconds during submitting the report. And Toastmaster Tamanna took as a grammarian 39 seconds during introduction of the million role and 2.25 seconds well done in delivering that brilliant report. With this, I conclude my time report. Over to you, Mr. Toastmasters.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ganesh. We'll now move on to the now. This is time for me to evaluate the entire meeting. Well, first of all, the meet. First of all, let's address the elephant in the room. We were not live on YouTube, so let's be very particular about putting this up on YouTube the moment we start. Okay, so let's go live. Let's follow that process first. All right. That said, we were almost a minute late with starting the meeting, but that's completely fine. Toastmaster Toastmaster Megha, as the sergeant at arms, you did a fabulous job reading out the reading out the instructions for everyone, the and of course reading the club mission and introducing the introducing Toastmaster Priyanka as the presiding officer. Will Toastmaster Priyanka, thank you so much for taking the time to introduce all of the guests. And finally, let's move. Next, let's move on to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ashok. Uh, First of all, well done on first of all taking up the role itself. I know this is probably I know this is your debut as the Toastmaster of the day, and what I did, and well, while while this was a little timed with the whole 20-minute session thing that with the whole 20-minute session thing during prepared speeches. I am glad that you handled it well, and you tried to fit in all the content you had. All right. Recommendation: whenever you see there's a paucity of time, take the call to to probably let go of delivering that content that you have extra content if you let's say have, or do it at the beginning of your team mod session itself, right? uh, as the general evaluator, I may have taken a lot of time with the introductions, and apologies for all the apologies if there were any hiccups in that session as well. Toastmaster Ganesh, that report was that report was much more comprehensive than I thought. So well done on that. That said, let be let's be ready with our timing devices, our timing cues. All right, uh, from the get go. All right. Grammarian Toastmaster Tamanna, I have a few things to say. That yes, I mean, well done on the report. Yes, but let's also divide our time between providing vocabulary and providing improvements in grammar, because you're the grammarian. I did not see any improvements in grammar that you could have suggested, that you thought you could have suggested. So probably next time, let's also bring in some of those improvements and balance between balance between vocabulary and the uh, improvements in grammar and good use of grammar. So let's have all of it together. That's it. Well done on the presentation. And Toastmaster Priyesh, well done on keeping it crisp. And let's probably for the next time use an Excel sheet instead. That way you'll be able to modify it well. All right. Uh, as for the evaluators, I see that we had evaluator one, Toastmaster three location, evaluator two, Toastmaster Rupinder. Both of you did a fabulous job with your respective evaluations. And Toastmaster Rupinder, additionally, thank you so much for taking up the role of managing the session, the Q&A session, moderating between between Srishti's 5 to 7 minute speech and the Q&A that followed. So thank you so much for following up on that. As for the meeting itself, I believe that because of this 20-minute extension that the prepared speeches section had, I believe things went a little haywire in terms of timing. that plus a few internet issues, I think probably left left a bad taste and probably left a bad taste for everybody. So next time, let's have a backup. Let's step in if anybody is not able to play their role because of, let's say, internet issues. Let's have a designated backup for the scene. All right. And if we know that this go that a speech project is going to be, let's say, 20 minutes, then probably dedicate the prepared speeches section to that speech project alone. Something we used to do before, and I don't know what happened this time. This time that playbook went out the window. So all right, I think I'll well, that said, well done on on wrapping the meeting up really well, Toastmaster Ashok, and and all the tag team role players, well done, and all the evaluators also, well done, speakers as well, well done, and of course, thank you so much to all the table topic speakers for participating, Toastmaster Aina for taking up the table topics, for taking up TTM as well, and Toastmaster Pooja, thank you so much for the evaluation. And let's be vigilant of our time. In fact, for the next time, let's also have an agenda ready. All right. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashok.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Animesh, and we are about to very close to end of the session. So I would like to conclude my theme, and it is a conclusion that the right to education, right to participation, right to protection, and right to development should be given to the children so that they could create such a platform where we can live happily and our nation can grow and it can reach on the top of the world. So with that, I would like to hand over the stage our presiding officer, Toastmaster Priyanka Sharma. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there. I'm here. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Ashok, for first a wonderful session. Please take a round of applause for Sushma Ashok and the great GE we had in the room. Sorry, we have crossed the time by 3 minutes. I would like to take a minute or so to take the feedback from the guest. Hardly a minute. Could you please have feedback? Ritam, Diana, could you please share your feedback? Ritam, are you with us? Thank you, Diana.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, Diana, please share your feedback on the chat, please. And meanwhile, we'll hear from Ritam. Ritam, yeah, over to you. Ritam, please share your feedback in very brief, in hardly a minute.
Yeah, it was a very knowledgeable kind of session. Hearing from everyone and what they aspire to become in future as well, and how they are going to use their public speaking experience they are getting from here. And it's always a blessing to meet all new people every time I come here. And yeah, it was very fruitful. Every session is. Thank you.
Thank you, Ritam. We also had a great session, and please, looking forward to you in our next meeting. So I hope you join us and you take part in table topics again. So now I'd like to request Toastmaster Lokesh, who was our evaluator from Towering Speakers. Yeah, Lokesh, do you have any feedback or how was the session today?
This meeting was like a coffee, like how coffee wakes you up from sleep. I was sleeping the entire day until this meeting, and this meeting just woke me up like a coffee, and I enjoyed that. And it's really good to see known faces in the meeting: Bala, Ganesh, Manoj, people like that. And it makes you think that Toastmasters is a small world, and that's really good to know. And I really enjoyed the meeting. Thank you for having me. Back to you.
Thank you, Sri Lokesh. I really loved your wonderful evaluation you had for Iti, and it is really grateful for you. And I mean, I would like to have such evaluator. Please come to our meetings. And I request Bala, a regular visitor. Yeah, Bala, please share your feedback. How was the meeting? How did you feel?
Before I share the feedback about the meeting, I have one comment on my friend Toastmaster Trilokesh. If you want a crazy kind of table topics, please invite him because his topics, I really sometimes he gives those topics that I seriously do not understand. For example, he gave me what is your favorite character in the movie Zombieland or whichever was that movie, I forgot, and I have not seen that. But yeah, but yes, today his evaluation was great, and kudos to you, Toastmaster Trilokesh. I think you are aiming for the contest or something. It was perfectly in that line introduction, that recommendation, CRC method, and finally the conclusion. It was great. Kudos to you for that. But yes, I am not in a position to give the complete feedback for this meeting. The only thing I will say, I missed the first speech, so I will not talk about this first speaker or that evaluation as well, and that was done by my friend Trilokesh as well. But the second speech was wonderful, and kudos to that speech. It's not that I'm kind of being partial to that speech. I heard that speech. I'm sorry about that. It's not that I'm saying that first speech was not good. It's both speech would have been good, and from the evaluation, I understand that both are good. I heard that, and that was one project which I need to do. And today I got a feel of it. Even though I interrupted in between, I tried to give that pointers from my side. Kudos to that speaker, and that evaluation also was done nicely by Toastmaster Rupinder. Table topics, definitely, probably due to that bandwidth issue, there were some issues, but the topics were aligned to the theme. That is what is required. You cannot have table topics whatever you want. You have to align with the theme of the day. And I totally agree that today's table topics were aligned to the theme. The table topic evaluator was wonderful. The tag team, especially, and I have not seen such a tag team which everyone gives that report, a digital report, and I really appreciate the tag team that everyone has given. Overall, a wonderful meeting. Really enjoyed to be part of this meeting. Looking forward whenever it's possible. Like you said, Toastmaster Priyanka, welcome Bala. I want to be welcome here. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Bala. Such a really, I don't have any words to say because my heart is overwhelmed. Thank you for sharing such a great. Yeah, I really am out of words. And Diana, you have raised your hand. You really liked the meeting. It was the meeting was good with answers. Yeah, Diana, we also love the meeting. Thank you for joining. And yeah, again coming to Bala, please keep joining our meeting. We're always looking forward to table topic. We mostly table topic. I'll be like, yeah, Bala will be there. I will listen to this topic. Thank you, Bala, for taking the speeches and attending the meetings. Yes.
Just one point. There is one person here who always defeats me in table topics. That is Toastmaster Diana.
Yes. Diana is wonderful. Diana, nobody can beat Diana. That is true. Yes. Thank you, Bala.
Kudos to her.
Yes, kudos, definitely kudos to her. Thank you, Diana. I'm not that consistent to the meetings, but Diana is. So yeah, that spirit, I think everybody should have. Just last but not the least, I'll request Toastmaster Ganesh, a timer of the day, who brought a different kind of timer cards by sharing the changing the background, which takes a lot of efforts. Ganesh, are you with us to share a few pieces of your feedback or how was your experience with us? I think Ganesh.
Yeah, I do enjoy the meeting. I like the speakers, and also the table topic. Yeah, you were so particular about timing. At the time, you were also reminding me we are going late with time. So you were also doing my job. So I was so happy that so particular about timing. We should finish our meeting timing. So I'm happy as a timer. I'm happy as a this meeting. I enjoyed. Yeah, I'm sure that I made my evening by this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you, Ganesh, for bringing something different for us. And yes, great to have you. And now I'd like to conclude the meeting because it's already 9:10. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Such a wonderful meeting for me to witness on Thursday evening. And see you on next Thursday. And I really would request everyone to attend our contest on 28th of November. We are conducting a table topic contest on that day. So please do attend and please encourage the speakers or the contestants on that day. Thank you. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Let's go.
Thank you and bye everyone.